free. I got you on your knees, yeah, dying for it. Keep my lover hostage, better work for it if you want it. Keep my lover hostage, never need another once you got it.
Good morning, everybody. This is like the start of a brand I've been working on for a very long time called Akire. So for the past like 2 years, I mean longer than 2 years, but the past 2 years I've been gathering all my thoughts, figuring out exactly what I want this brand to be, figuring out the name. I am launching this brand, it's an athleisure brand, like as a ghost designer. So Akire is my name actually spelled backwards. It's Erika spelled backwards. I want to be able to put something out into the world that nobody can judge based off the fact that I'm an influencer or a model with a brand. I want to create a real ass, big time clothing company, and I believe in it so much. So right now it is June 18th. We are going downtown to the factory that I chose to partner with. So for this, it's kind of like them putting a lot of faith in me, because it's not them x Erika Costell, it's them x Akire with the big question mark. Because since I'm not gonna have my face on it, we don't really know. Like, is it as dope as I think? Are people really gonna fuck with it the way that like everyone thinks that they will? Hopefully. If not, big L for us. But welcome! I'm starting a new company and I'm really excited about it. Cheers! Surprise! Akire Sport is my first clothing brand. If you haven't realized, Akire is Erika spelled backwards. I am the founder of this brand. I am the designer of this brand. Every single part of this brand has been me. If you don't know, now you know. It's been launched. And as you saw in that first clip, I've been a ghost designer behind the brand. And the reason for that was I have only been on the internet for a very short time. I almost had like an identity crisis, like when it came to everything going on, because 1 year I was a vlogger, then I was back to being a model, then I was doing music, then it just was like very chaotic in my brain. And through this brand, I've been able to kind of like get back to myself. And the whole reason I wanted to be a ghost behind this brand is because, one, I wanted to fully take my ego and my Erika Costell out of this creative space. I wanted to put out a product that was gonna do well regardless of if my name was on it or not. It's hard for me to explain exactly what I want because I've never seen it. So these, like the ones I'm wearing, I wear them all the time. They feel cheap, which they are, but they're the right they're the right weight. Okay. But they're missing pockets. It's right on her, but it's still, I want it to fit but be loose.
I feel like it's just like...
A lot of you guys have been asking me like, where have you been? What have you been up to? And for me, Akire Sport started and actually got going about 3 years ago. It's always been something that's been in the back of my brain. But in 2018, I had a very sudden shift in my life, and I was able to finally like sit down and think for myself and really just put my focus into things that I wanted to create. For me, the whole process of Akire Sport was really just taking a step back, getting back to what I want to be doing versus what I've been doing. Not that I haven't wanted to do the things that I've done leading up to this, but more or less just creating without an ego, without my face online, without any people in my ear telling me what to do. It's been the best experience I've ever had since my career online started. And a little bit of backstory about Akire, and if you're wondering like, oh, how do you just start a clothing brand? It definitely wasn't easy, especially because I've only ever done merch, and obviously as an influencer, those opportunities come very easily. You slap something on a sweatshirt, it sells, it's great. But for this, it was like exactly the question, how do you just start a clothing brand? Starting and approaching this as I'm just me without anything social media. I'm gonna do all the research, go into all the factories, figure out even like how this shit works was also a very long process. Everything Akire is made downtown, well technically like Vernon, here in California. So being able to go downtown and meet Malik and have the in-person meetings and look at all the color palettes and feel everything and look at the machines and like see how everything works has taught me so much. These I feel good, like yeah. Don't want to take this off, you know?
So the sweatpants are a go, right?
Yeah. I literally get to see every single part of this process done, and for me that is the coolest thing ever, being able to be located here in California and know that my products are made here in the USA, and I literally get to see them. All of these hoodies, these sweatpants are not blanks. They were literally knitted to what they are, and that's kind of a big reason why it took so long to launch. So basically how this process works is I pick the colors, I look through every single fabric, the weight of it, and then from there I was like, no, like none of this works. Like this isn't what I want. So what you're seeing right now is an Akire Sport sweatsuit. It's fully knitted together. The base is of course a small, but every single detail of this hoodie, adding inches to the shoulder to make sure it slouches but doesn't drown you, making sure your hands don't show if you want to take a selfie picture in the mirror.
Do you want everything to get bigger, Erica, or do you just want
longer?
I think, how do you feel in the sleeves? Like, there was so much trial and error when it came to this brand. As you can see in the footage, there was countless meetings. There wasn't a decision that I wasn't involved in or behind. Since our process got delayed a little bit because of COVID, all of these colors were based off 2021 runways, meaning the runways were in 2020, but coming out for 2021, if that makes sense. So I already knew the color schemes were gonna be great, and these were all colors I really loved. The tie-dye, I wanted to do kind of just like a more washed out, not so in your face. Not that there's anything wrong with the bright color tie-dyes, but I feel like being in quarantine, there was so many bright tie-dye sweatsuits. I wanted to have that like vintage, you know, maybe high school t-shirt feel that I have from high school, where it's like, yes, there's a print and there's color on there, but it's not super crazy. All of these pieces, as I mentioned, are knitted together. They're not blanks. So everything we get back is white. And then from there, we dip dye the colors. And that was so important to me because I love a bright hoodie now and then, but I didn't want these are already bright colors for some of them. I didn't want them to be like super fluorescent or super like highlightery, but that's how the colors came about. And then let's just get into some more fun details. So this brand for me, as I mentioned, I'm a tomboy. I feel more confident kind of like this than I do all glammed up. In every single hoodie on the side here, my one slogan is clothing optional, confidence required. And I preach this all the time because you don't have to be dressed up to feel confident. Confidence is like a feeling and an energy. You don't have to be dolled up to the nines to be a bad bitch or to be comfortable. I personally think you can feel just as confident in a dope sweatsuit as you can in a Dior dress. So that's kind of how that slogan came about. We also did make the first move. This for me is a company to realistically like inspire women to make that first move. Go with your gut feeling. Don't let people hold you behind. Don't listen to what people are saying. Make the first move. Let everything go from there. It needs to be like, this whole brand is supposed to be like sassy. It's not supposed to be like, and I told her, do you guys remember Bedhead hair products? Yeah. So they've toned it down a little bit. And these were all designed for like the girl on the go, the girl who likes to elevate their street style without really trying, really just feeling cool without having to think about it. This was also to kind of show you guys, as much as it showed myself, you don't need anything to be successful. You don't need a following. You don't have to be standard looking pretty or a model or be any shape or size. But if you are someone who is like, not sure or thinking you can't do something because of a number on social media or whatever the it is, the only thing you need is your gut feeling, a lot of hard work, and the work ethic that goes with it. You don't need to wait for a perfect time, or you don't need to get to a certain following. The Akire Sport Instagram right now has 2,000 something followers on it, and every single post is basically a celebrity. All you need to do is follow your gut. Don't try to do what everyone else is doing to an extent. Of course, like everyone sort of goes with the same trends. Come up with something authentic to you as a person, something you fully believe in. Do your homework and you can do it. Because we're not going to the gym in these outfits. Yes, we could wear them to the gym, but these are not workout outfits. This is athleisure brand. Sport can be anything. Sport could mean anything. So with all of that being said, guys, Akire Sport is mine. It's Erika spelled backwards. This is the happiest point in my life I think I've ever been at. It's been emotional, it's been hard, it's been scary, but all in all, this is genuinely just the beginning, and I have so much planned for Akire Sport. I'm just so excited to be able to be involved in this with you guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your creative feedback. I want to create for you. It's been really cool to step back and realize like, hey, you don't have to be showing what you're doing on social media all the time to be successful or to be working on something. I'm only doing things that I'm passionate about from now on. That's where I've been, putting all my energy into those things and less of a big show for everyone. I'm so excited. Go check out Akire Sport, follow us on Instagram, get on the website, get on the mailing list. I don't run that account. All of the aesthetic and everything is me, and like I'm involved in that, but if you're trying to reach me, still do it through my main account. So don't run up that account with like a bunch of messages other than Akire Sport related. pretty pleased. We do have biker shorts now. The biker shorts launched, I think, about a month ago. For those of you who've been following me for a long time, who do love the merch, who have been asking for merch, I did want to do a really special piece for you, and it is very limited because, again, Akire is completely separated from that old YouTube merch kind of style, but I did make a couple hundred hoodies for you guys that do have a logo on the front. This is what it looks like. I am absolutely obsessed. So if you order this, it's the same feeling as the plain black hoodie I just printed on here. It's super cute, collegiate vibes. On the hood here, we have Make the First Move. And yeah, that is out now. That'll be dropped by the time you're seeing this video. There are only a couple hundred of them made, just because, again, this is a new chapter in my life. I am separating, you know, Fashion Rick from YouTube Rick. But if you are someone who likes to buy clothes with graphics, that is coming in the near future. But yeah, this hoodie is live now. Thank you again for all of you who have supported Akire Sport without knowing it was me. We've sold out multiple times already before this is even launched. I'm gonna let Akire Sport speak for itself from now on, but now you know it is mine. I am so happy, I'm so fulfilled. This is what I've been working on for the past 3 years. Mainly though, like really working on the past year and a half, perfecting, getting it out there, marketing. So enjoy. Yeah, that's Akire Sport, everybody. Woo!
Yeah, dying for it.